what we need to do, given two strings are anagram or not, we need to check that. That's the program we are going to write now. That is the one program we are going to target. And another one is we need to find the total number of vowels and consonants in a given string. That's another program we are going to do. And then a lot of array string programs are there. So that commonly asked in the interview questions. That's why we need to practice many of them. Okay, so the algorithm for this is string programs itself will write another method. Okay, so I don't want to write a separate class. Here itself I'll write. The method we are going to write is check string anagrams. So protected static void check anagram. So check anagram. So string s1 comma string s2. You have to give two strings. So these two strings are anagram or not, you check. That's one thing we're going to see. For this, so what we need to do is to bring both s1 and s2 to one format, either so lowercase format you bring it. So that's the first step we need to do, and assign to same string. Okay, how to convert a string to lowercase? Which method we need to call?
Lowercase method. Two lowercase.
Two lowercase method. So that is the first step we'll do. So convert the given string into lowercase format. Both you do. So both we have to do that. S1 equal to S1 dot to lowercase. Same you do for the S2 also. S2 equal to S2 dot to lowercase. That's the first step. And then check the lengths of both. Check the length. So take the length of S1 and S2. S1 and S2. And if not equal, then you can simply say not anagrams. So that's what we are going to do. If S1 dot length, S1 dot length method you have to call, is not equal S2 dot length. If it is not equal, you just print that. So what you can say, both strings are not anagrams. So given S1, maybe you can print that right directly. S1 and S2, S1 and S2 are not anagrams. Okay. Else we have to do few more. If it is a same length, okay. If it is a same length, then we are going to do some more steps. So the step 5 is convert this character array. Convert these strings into character array. The next step here. Convert S1 and S2 to char array. We need to convert. How can we convert S1 and S2 to character array?
Using two char array method.
Two char array method. So I will convert character array. It returns a character array, right? S1 array equal to, so S1 dot two char array method. Then same you do second one now. S2 array is S2 dot two char array method. So that's a next step. After that, sort these two arrays. Now this is the one array and this is the one array. Sort these two arrays. Sort the two arrays using arrays class and sort method. There is a static method in the arrays class. Using that we can do that. So arrays dot, you can see sort method is there, character array. There is a char array. Can you see this? Sort method, take it and you can give it a character array. S1 array. Same you can do. So arrays dot sort method, not parallel sort, just a sort. So we can give S2 array. Both we are sorting means putting the elements in the order, right? In the ascending order, it is going to arrange them. That is the one program. So now after sorting, you can check that. So compare the arrays. If both arrays are equal, then print anagram, else not anagram. What you can do, compare the arrays. So using equals method in arrays class. So arrays class is available in java.util. You can see this is the one. This arrays I'm talking, not normal array. So this is the arrays is a class. In this all static methods. So these are all equals to sort method. These are all static methods. Just compare if condition, you check that. Arrays dot equals, you can see here equals method, character A, character array, character array 2. So S1 array you can give, S2 array you can give. Okay. If it is equal, then what we can say? So both arrays are, if equal, then you print array. Those are anagrams. You can tell them are anagrams. This out, and else you can say not anagrams. Okay. S1 I will write S1 and S2 are not anagrams. So this is the one program we need to check. You take all the anagrams. It doesn't matter anything. Okay. So let me call this. Yesterday we have seen so many, right? Like this step by step, if you go and you will get the program properly. So simple, I'll give grab. You give any order, it doesn't matter, right? Brag. This is one example, right? See, same length is there and just rearranged the letters in the second string. Grab and brag. See, given grab and brag are anagrams. So that's how we can write it. And see something you written, I'll add one more letter. Then it will say it's not anagram. First step itself, it will say grabby and brag are not anagrams. Here itself, this if condition itself, it will exit. It's not anagrams, right? So that's the how you can write whether the given two strings are anagrams or not. So the next one is so what we need to do. Any questions here before going for the next program? We need to find out the number of vowels and consonants in the given string. So we have to count the total number of vowels and consonants in a given string. You know, right? Vowels, what are all the vowels? So static void count vowels, consonants. I hope you know vowels, right? I don't want to tell all the A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. So in the given string, how many vowels are there? We need to count. How many consonants are there? We need to count. The first step is, so what we need to do here is, we need to declare vowels count and consonants count. So we need to count. First declare vowels count as a some variable. You take some variable, integer variable. Declare two variables. So one is int v count 0, c count 0. Initially we are declaring nothing is there. So in that's what we are doing. First step. Set the v count 0 and v count means kind of vowels count. C count means consonant count. Initially nothing is there. You just define that. And convert this string into lowercase. This string into next step. Convert the string into lowercase. So convert the string into lowercase. So these all steps you make it properly so that it will come nicely. Str dot to lowercase. This method we are using multiple times, and length method, caret method, two-char array method. These are the regularly used methods. So please remember them so it will help us, right? So that's what we need to do. Okay, we converted. Then loop it. So how to iterate each character we need to get from this string, right? So loop we have to use. Iterate the string using. So we need to start with the first characters. So int I equal to 0. First character means first index, right? 0 index. So I less than str.length, and I plus plus. And then to check whether the character, one by one character, you check it is a vowel or not. How can we check that? So let's write that. Check whether a character is a vowel or not. How can you check that? If condition we have to write. So we'll write if condition here. If
str
dot caret of I, you take I, right? Str dot caret of I index you can pass is equal to a character, a vowel, right? So vowel, and you can do that. Or all I'm going to check str dot caret of a, all a I, o, u, I'm going to check it. So I is equal to a, e, I, o, right? So write all a, e, I, o, u. Or any one of the character, so is equal to this caret of I is equal to a, e, I, o. So str dot caret of, so I is equal to o. So one more is there. Str dot caret of I is equal to u. If any of the character is equal to this, then what you need to do? Increment that vowels count to 1. What we need to do? Let me increase this so that you can understand here. You can see now, right? So then increment the vowel count by 1. So we count plus. Else, so you can write else if you can count not only vowels and consonants. For example, if there are numbers, write in one more condition, else if. So now I'll check the condition. So the condition is check whether a character is consonant or not. Here I'm checking the character is consonant or not. So how can you check this? Again, str dot caret of I. So each index you are getting the character, right? That's what is greater than or equal to a, and so it is AND operator, and str dot caret of, so index I is less than or equal to z. If it is in between this range, and you increase the consonant count. So increment consonant count by 1. So C count will increment by 1. So we want to write one more, write else if numbers. You just give numbers 0 to 9, in between 0 to 9. You write same way. There is no change here. 0 and 9 character you can take. So character. So in between any of this, and you can increment the one more variable you take, number count. Okay, and you can add like that. So it's up to you how many you want. So after that you can put here so number of vowels in given string. So you can just give v count. Next one is so number of consonants in given string plus c count. So that's the thing we are going to do. So oops, we didn't call right. Let's call this method. And we need to give something, anything, any string you give. So I'm just giving some statement, okay, string. And you can see here how many vowels are there, how many consonants are there. 8 vowels, 15 consonants. See, this one, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you repeated one also, it is counting how many vowels are there. So that's how we can calculate vowels, and remaining are consonants, right? Is it clear? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So exactly coming. That's how we can calculate vowels and consonants. Are we good? Are any questions here?
Ramesh,
Yeah.
in the here in else if statement,
Mhm.
instead of else if statement, can we just write v count plus plus else c count plus plus?
Yeah, but if there are numbers, that's why we need to write
Okay.
this else. The condition we have to write.
Ramesh, yeah.
Got it? Got it?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. So palindrome program, we so very most of the times ask the question. So please concentrate that. And next program is, so we need to, how can you replace the spaces? So did you, I hope you remembered, right? I don't need to tell that. Do you know, right, how to replace the spaces?
Delimiter join method.
No. How to replace? So they will give one string, okay, like this, right? There are spaces. So these spaces you need to remove. How can you
Replace
remove
all.
those spaces?
Replace
Replace all
some.
method. Just very simple, right? Replace all. That's it. That's a one thing you can do. Replace all you can do. You can replace with some other character also. Replace or replace all methods you can use. That's one thing. Last method, let me write. So two more programs we'll write. So whatever the time is there, tomorrow we'll start the collections. So one more program is, I want to swap the two strings. How can you swap two strings? Given two strings, you need to swap it. So write a Java program to swap two string variable without using third or temporary variable. So what is the program we're going to write? So we need to swap without using third variable. So let's do that. How can we do that? So one string you can take anything, Java, and another string Selenium. You have to swap those two. How can we swap that? So this is the program. Next program, public static void swap two strings. So here you can take string 1 s1 comma string s2. That's what we did in even in the numbers time also. You remember two numbers we took. So the first step is, so before swapping you print the string 1 and string 2, right? So that's what we need to do. So before swapping, s1 is plus s1 and s2 value is plus s, and then you join the both of them. You know how to join, right? Join the both the strings and assign it to s1 variable. So you will get here s1 equal to s1 plus s2. So very simple plus operator we are using to join both of them. Now extract the s1 from index 0 to the length of s1 minus and s2. So substring method you can use and you can get the thing. So you need to extract. The next two steps are extracting s1 and s2 length with the substring method we are using here. So let's see how to use this substring method. Extract, write the steps. So like this you write, this is the steps writing is called algorithm, step by step. So step by step sequence steps you write, then you will get this. Extract s2 from updated s1. So extract s2 from updated s1, because now you got updated, right? This one. So get that. So you need to get the s2. So how can you get, for example, Java Selenium? So now you need to get the Selenium. How can you get it? So that you think, right? That you can. S2 equal to, you just write S2 equal to, S1 is the updated one now, right? You agree with me? You're all with me, right? Substring. So you need to use two indexes one, this one. So from, so where this substring is there, 0, first character 2, and end index, you have to remove that. So you have to minus them. S1 dot length minus S2 dot length. Because now, so S2 dot length if you do, and it will be, you will get the count. So based on that, you can get S2 value. So one thing is missing here. One more bracket is missing here. Now, that's the one. Then extract S1 from updated, previous updated S1. So extract, so S1 from updated S1. S1 is updated on top one. Now S1 equal to S1 dot substring of, so only one parameterized method I'm going to use. Substring of, all substring method is helping us here. So S2, now you got the latest S2, right? S2 dot length. So this will give you the S1 value. Now you can print strings after swapping. That's how final strings you're getting. So strings after swapping. After swapping S1 and S2 values. That's very simple. So this is the one first thing. Suppose you take, let me explain one example we'll take. Java. So S1 is Java. Okay, S1 is, I will assign here S1 to Java. Okay, and S2 to Selenium. Like, let's take that. So now here what will happen in the S1, it will become Java Selenium. Now this is the updated S1. Now here, so in this, calculate this. In this Java Selenium, we are getting 0. 0 means this one, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11. So this is the value. Now the total, this is here. First we'll calculate this in bracket inside, right? 12 minus S2 dot length. S2 how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. So we give 8. So 12 minus 8. So this is the 12 minus 8. So 4 you will get here. 0 to 4 you are going to get. 0 to 4 means Java, right? Will you accept? 0 to 4 means I am putting first one into S2. Is it clear? Or any doubt? Here 12 is coming, the length. S1 dot length means now this length, this total length, 12 characters. Are you clear? Are any doubts here? So
Yes.
12 characters here. Let me write that. So 12 minus, so S2 dot length means S2 is 8 characters. So that 8. So this bracket inside you are getting 4. So now next step what will happen is S2 equal to S1 dot substring of, so 0 to 4. So 0 to 4 means what it will return? 0 means this one here, JAVA. 4 before only, right? 4 before only you will get. 4 before means till A, you are getting Java. So Java you are getting into S2. So that's how we are getting. So now Java moved, but first S1 is the Java, right? But we moved that, so S1 value to S2. So now S2 value is updated to Java. Okay. Now here, let's come to here. So are you clear on this step?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so now I need to get S1, right? Updated. Now from this updated S1, I need to get a final output. So S2 dot length. S2 is 4 now. 4 onwards you are calculating this one. 4 to. So substring with only one index means starting position till end, all will fetch. That you are storing in Selenium. So this is the how you can swap the two strings. Is it clear? Any doubt?
Ramesh, quick question. Strings are immutable, right? So when you join S1 plus S2 and storing in S1, the S1 value get updated. So
it will update that same. So you are assigning, right? You're assigning, it will update these two. You can assign to same variable. It will change. It will change the value, but it will create a new memory. That's it. But extra costly operations, these are all.
Okay.
So immutable, that is immutable only, but thing is new object will, that's what is going to happen. So is that clear or any doubt here?
Clear.
Okay. So now let me call this. So let's give our string operations. 2 strings will give. So I'll give WebDriver. So let's call this and execute that. See that before swapping, S1 was Python, S2 was WebDriver. After swapping, S1 is WebDriver, S2 is Python. This is what we want, right? So we achieved with that. Only substring method we are using to achieve that. Another very, very important interview question. I see many people are asking this question. Okay. So write a Java program to print the smallest and biggest possible palindrome word in given string. So what is that? So above we did only palindrome. We are checking given string is palindrome or not. Here, this is the program asked many times. So what we need to do here in this program is we need to find out the smallest and biggest palindromic word present in the given string. So you just see this. Wow, you own car, right? Wow, you own a car. So here, like this in the above example, wow present the smallest palindrome, right? And kayak, so car I told, right? You can say kayak. Kayak represent the biggest palindrome. See, if you change also this side to this side, that's another. Wo is the smallest palindrome, and kayak is the. So let me write this statement so that you can understand. First, we'll write the method public. This program several times asked this question. Even for developers also they're asking this question. Check smallest and biggest palindrome. So what is that? So find smallest biggest palindrome in a given string str. So this question is so very, very important in the, see that. So let me give you the strings. The string is wow, you own a kayak. So this is the string we are getting. Now how can you calculate a biggest and smallest palindrome? So we need to find this. So here we are going to use first maybe any file, right? It can be any file also. So it doesn't matter. But so we need to calculate that. How can you calculate this? So one of the approaches to do this, split the string into words. How can you split the string into words? How can you split this string into words? Which method you need to use? Split method only. There is in the question itself method is there. Split method we have to use based on the spaces, right? Based on the spaces. Then check each word is palindrome or not. So you have to write a palindrome program here. And then compare their length to find out the minimum and maximum palindrome word. So then you will get the output. This is what we need, right? That's the so thing. First, we need to define a word, small palindrome or big palindrome. So two word. So we need to define two things. So let's do that one by one. So we'll define first one line. I will take string line. Is declare two variables. The count I'll declare as a. From file also you can find out in the given file also. Suppose so this word is given in the file. You can do that from the file also. How can you read from the file? How can you read data from the file?
File input stream.
Sorry?
File input stream.
Yeah, file input stream and but this is the strings, right? A group of characters. So how can you do that?
File reader.
Yeah, file reader and buffer reader. You can. That's what we need to do that. So maybe I'll just read from the file and this one, and we can do that. First, we have to split this and take into the array, and then so 1 minute. So what we need to do here is either this is the two ways they are asking this question. I'm just recollecting the question how they asked. So in the interviews. One is they asked in the so in the file there is a string I think in the file, they're covering two concepts here basically. So how can we handle the files also they're checking. That's a one thing. And another thing is, and then they're asking those are in that file, find out the bigger and the smaller word, which one is a palindrome. So that's what they're checking. So that is the one, so how to check. But
Ramesh, if it's string, can we use scanner class also, right? To read to.
scanner class, you are giving input, right? You are giving input, right? Scanner class varies.
Okay.
Got it? Scanner class is for
Input
giving input, not for the
reading.
reading. Okay, we'll take 3 strings here. So one is we'll declare 3 variables. Declare string variables. So I'm going to declare 3 string variables. One is string word. I'm taking it as a blank. Okay, so blank. So second one, small palindrome also I'm assigning empty, so nothing is there. I'm just assigning all of them to empty. Okay, so did we check is empty method? I hope we used that, right? Is empty method. Yeah, so that also important, or sometimes it will help us. And so we'll define so we need to convert this string into array. So you just convert this into string array using split method. You can use a split method and you can so convert that into string. So let's do that. Split the given string using split method based on delimiter. The space is there, right? Otherwise you can define few more variables also we need. So I'll just declare string array words. So all the words I will define them here, and then few more we need to count this. So you can define int temporary variable, one temporary variable equal to 0, and another one more variable I'm defining count. So these are the 2 variables also I need. I'm just declaring all the variables. So the latter we will use that. So first step is first step, convert the one format. I'm convert the given string into lowercase format. So lowercase format we can do that. So what we can do, that str equal to str dot to lowercase. So now we are going to into actions one by one will perform. So after that I'm formatting into one level. So bigger or lowercase can give, people can give, right? So you have to think that. Then so you convert this string into the words. So split that str dot split method you apply. Split, so this is the one. Split method based on the so spaces we are splitting that. Now you got all of them, right? So now you got all of them. Now, and also so that you got all the words into words array. So now we can use a loop. So repeat. So while loop you can use until so do while you can use. So to repeat the strings, and then loop inside we can use if condition if the character is, so the first character is not space, any space is there, then the word will be, you can add that to one. You can add basically. So what we are doing, a palindrome again, we have to write the palindrome thing. So you have to write the palindrome thing, and that palindrome thing will write this. And so these are all different loops we have to write here. It's a very bigger program. So tomorrow we'll do this because we have a less time. So this now in this array, so take this example, right? This one word will store here, and this word will store, and this word, but this we don't need. A we don't need, and these words. Now you need to check this array, right? So array you need to iterate. Each word you need to check whether it is palindrome or not. So for loop inside, you have to write a for loop. Iterate the words array. So each word you need to check. So int I equal to 0, I less than, so words dot length and I plus plus. So inside this loop, we have to check palindrome. Maybe you can write the palindrome program, or each word is palindrome method. You can write one method, maybe separately. You can call that here also to check each word is palindrome or not, right? So that also you can do. Otherwise, you have to write again all the code you have to write here. So that we already have, right? Checking palindrome, right? This one. But this one we have to convert this into Boolean. So we are writing a void, right? You have to return is palindrome method you have to write. So checking given a string is palindrome or not. So that will check. Then return true or else false. So you have to write a return statement here. So I'll convert this into return. Or we'll write, we don't want to disturb this. I'll write one more. Okay, let me write one more. I'll change the method name also. Instead of this, what we can do, Boolean is palindrome method we are writing. So, and you have to write here, so return true, else return false. Finally, you can return one of them, anyone. If it comes here, the returns true for you. So this is the return statements. You can write that you can use in this here where we are iterating, right? Here you can check if condition. If again we have a we don't have a spaces, right? We don't have spaces here because all the words only, right? Every word. So you give one by one word, right? So each word, so we have to give. So for first I 0 means first word O will come. It will check. So then you need to count that number of characters. You have to count that. Each character, again one more method you have to write count, because this count, so then temporary variable we are using and storing there. And so there is a lot of one more thing, we have to count the length of this character. You have to store in some variable each thing. So that we'll see tomorrow. I'll just show you that how to do that. Is palindrome method you can call here. Instead of otherwise you have to write everything again, right? This you can do. So you can give one word, first word, words of I. So words of I. So if it is a palindrome, then calculate that count, that count value. So count equal to, so this words of I dot length. So that will update here. But you have to store this every time one variable, otherwise it is going to be repeated, right? Loop will keep going. So